answering the most common feed tube questions I get while setting up my feed for this evening. Question 1, can you eat? The short answer is yes, I can eat. Most people with feeding tubes can actually eat. I just can't eat enough to live. I have gastroparesis and intestinal dysmotility, so my stomach and intestines are partially paralysed. So whilst I can eat little bits, I can't eat enough to live. So I get 95% of my nutrition through this feeding tube, and this is my nutrition. Second question, what caused my stomach and intestine problems? So I have a condition called Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. It is a connective tissue disorder. So my body doesn't produce enough collagen, and the collagen it does produce is faulty. Therefore, inside and out, I am very stretchy. And because of that, my internal organs, specifically my digestive system, doesn't have enough kind of strength to contract properly. And that's why I have the conditions that I do, because of the health problems that I have. Well, that was rude. Next one is, will I ever not need my feeding tubes? That is a hope, everyone who's tube fed hopes for that day where they get to a point where they don't actually require tube feeds. For me, because of the reason mine is being caused, stop leaking on me, that is likely to not happen. I've spoken to my gastro about this, and because of the reason that I need my tubes, and because when I've had endoscopy and colonoscopy, everything's been very saggy, the likelihood is I will have these for the rest of my life. It is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Why is this so? There we go. Next question, do my feeding tubes hurt? The short answer is the second one that I have, the lower one, is mildly uncomfortable. But apart from that, you don't really know they're there unless you tug them or have an infection or granulation tissue. And finally, why do you have 2 feeding tubes? So I have 2 separate feeding tubes because one goes into my stomach and stops there. The second one goes into my small intestine, so my feeds run to my small bowel. Because my stomach's partially paralysed, it doesn't cope. Therefore, there's 2 tubes because they have 2 different purposes. The tube that goes in my stomach I use to drain my stomach to stop myself being sick. And that is my feed set up ready for this evening or when I go to bed. And in the morning, this will have run through and I will have had 1,500 calories while asleep, basically. Cool beans. Bye guys. If you've got any questions, feel free to ask.